What's going on?
How are you doing? How was it out there today?
Doing good. It was fun. It was, first day on the job. It was cool.
What's your first impressions of Seattle, on the field at least?
Yeah, on the field, it reminds me of a lot of what we did in college. Like my college coach, similar drills, so it was nice having that familiarity. And it's been nice because Coach Hines has kind of been showing me the ropes and showing what they do. So it was great to observe. And I was itching to get back out there.
They talked about how AD and Justin Hines really enjoyed the 30 visit with you. What did you guys cover in there? How did you impress them in that visit?
Yeah, I just tried to be myself. It was good. I just kind of went in there, and Coach Hines brought me through some of the defense. So it was cool. He had me pull out the chairs and just walk through some of the calls with them. And that was like the first time I did anything kind of really football related since my injury. So I was like kind of getting hyped up in there. So everyone kind of liked that. And then talking to AD, Coach AD, it was just great hearing his vision for me and his plan. I felt like we were on the same page in terms of my versatility and the things I can bring. So I walked away being like, this is where I want to be, and I feel like I'm super happy I'm here.
Because of that similarity between what you did in Notre Dame and here, is it that much easier to kind of see how they want to fit you in and what that's going to look like when you are able to get out there? Do you think that puts you a little bit ahead of the curve on that front?
Yeah, I think I was lucky enough. Coach Golden ran an NFL-style defense, so for me, a lot of the terms, a lot of things they're doing here is stuff that I was able just to kind of translate over. So that's really helped me because here it's it's coming really quick, and there's a lot of different calls and things that can happen. So having that experience in college and be able to carry it over has been really helpful.
Is there sort of a basic plan for when you will get on the field? Kind of the steps you'll have to take to get to playing and everything?
Yeah. So we got a plan in place. I was actually going over today, so I feel really confident. In the team and the plan that's in place, and I feel like the staff here has been really great with helping me feel clear on what I got to do.
What did you like about your game and the way you were playing before the injury?
Yeah, I think for me, I was just maximizing my potential, and I went out there, and my strengths are my toughness and how I'm going to take on blocks, and getting the quarterback. So I felt like honestly at that Indiana game, that was probably my best work to date, and I felt like everything was coming together the way I wanted it to. And it's a bummer that it happened, but God has a plan, and I'm going to follow it, and I'm excited to get to work.
Rylie, I know you just got here, but have you had an opportunity yet to talk to any of the veteran defensive linemen like Leonard Williams or any of those players to this point? And how excited, if you haven't, how excited are you to get to pick their brains right now when you've got to really focus on the mental part of your game?
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to talk to them yet, just because I know there's rules with like rookie minicamp and stuff. I know like Byron reached out to me, and I'm just super excited to see those guys, and they've done it at a high level. Obviously, Leonard Williams has done it for 10+ years. So just being able to pick their brain, and even with Coach Hines, just watching his film and seeing what Leonard does, I mean, it's awesome. So I'm really looking forward to it.
You said in the post-draft conference call, Zach Allen's a guy you watch a little bit. Is he like a good comp for what like you'd hope to be, or is there another player that's kind of a good example of the skills you want to showcase?
Yeah, I think just the things I take from Zach's game is that he's able to get off his power really quick, but he's also still strong. So I just feel like we have a lot of similarities, and I think he plays it at a high level. So that's something I was trying to emulate and something I was trying to work on. But obviously, like, Leonard Williams, the way he plays the run and, the way he gets out there and is versatile and can play the 3, the 5, and all over the line. So, yeah, those are kind of things I'm working into my game, and I'm excited to keep working on.
Rylie, you talked about toughness and physicality. Just how important is energy and just that motor that won't quit as part of your game?
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to play in the NFL if you don't have effort and if you don't give, your best every day. And that's something the coaching staff from, I was in, college, and then even here it's translated. It's like you got to be out there giving 100% effort. So, that's my brand of football, and that's how I want to play. I want to run the ball, and, I'm just excited. I was itching today just to get out there and seeing everybody go. I just want to be as great of a teammate as I can be, but I'm really excited to get, back to putting in the work.
Seems like this draft class has talent, but also personality. Have you noticed some of the personalities starting to come out in this group?
Yeah, a little bit. I know Zabel, big Bush guy. So, yeah, I think everyone's got their own little quirks. I think everyone's still meeting each other, but it's been cool just getting to meet this class and a lot of really good guys.
On that note, did you drive the RV out here, or did you just fly?
Yeah, I'm flying from now on. I think the RV's retired for right now.
Anything else? Thank you.
Thank you.
Cool.